I come in peace. You see me, I see you. You go your way, I go my way. So I'm not worried. I'm not looking over my shoulder. I'm not fit to hide from nobody or run. I'm out to live my life, take care of my responsibilities, and move forward.
Boogie Buzz. We're back with another video with Woody on the Dancer Project. This was a very good episode. Woody is a genuine person, and you can tell that he's very sincere. He talks about his grandma. He talks about his mom going to church, his kids, and the issue with him and Charleston White. So stay tuned.
One of the interviews that when it was first brought to us, the first interview we did, I was like, this is somebody that is intriguing, very interesting person. I feel like the world should see another side of him because it's what the internet does, right? Like the internet paints you in a picture and then the internet believes that this is the way. This is why I was just talking about the other day about quitting podcasting. Mm-hmm. I said, maybe I'm gonna just retire from this shit. And everybody's like, don't. But it's not that I want to retire from it, but I'm tired of it. I'm tired of people just, like, do you really have to go through an old interview to sit there and try to incriminate a man that's going through something back? Oh, well, look at, in an hour 36 mark of my interview that I did with him, and he said this, and he's really a criminal. You could tell what he was really saying here. It's like, if that is what the image is going to be that's going to be placed on me, I don't want it. You know what I mean? Because that's not what I live for. When I bring people to the platform, I'm like, let's talk to the human. You know what I mean? Let's talk to who's really sitting here, not the bullshit that the internet has stated that you are. You know what I mean? Because they wanna paint your image, and then it almost becomes difficult because you're like, do I even want to be myself anymore? Do I even want to show people the real me? But it's almost like if you don't, then they're going to size you up for the other man that they believe you to be. So we appreciate you for coming back, Woody.
Hey, I appreciate y'all for having me.
Come on.
This our first interview was probably our most watched interview ever thus
Thank
far.
God.
It was a great interview. Loved the feedback that we got off of that one, and loved that people were able to see the true side of you.
I appreciate that.
How you feeling today, though?
Man, I went to that water. Soon we got off the plane, man.
Yeah.
It took a lot of stress off me. It put me at peace.
That salt water.
So right now today, feeling at peace.
You went through a lot since the last time we spoke to you, and you've been through the limelight. We've seen you on a ton of interviews now. You've had your opportunity to speak. Where's your mental health now? I know you've gotten a lot closer to God, but where do you stand now?
Truthfully, I don't know. I just get up and go.
Day by day. Yeah, a lot of movement now. A lot of movement. You hear that everywhere.
Yeah, this to keep me from being in the real world. A lot of distractions. So as long as I'm being distracted, my days are going by.
Life is good. Tough.
I seen a video of you where you were in the car riding and you were shedding tears, right? And most of us men, we can't do that because we don't ever want to show that side. What made you post that video?
People need to know it's okay to cry. I held it in for a long time. So I had let people know, since y'all look at me like the way y'all look at me, I'm human. I cry too. Losing my friend hurt it. So these kids think it's okay. These kids think they have to be tough. They think they have to be gangster. They think they got to carry this image. And we let that pain and hurt drive us madder and madder instead of just crying and letting it go. I cried because I wanted to go ride, but that was gonna be the foolishness in me. So my purpose of crying was to let it go. This is the best way to let it go. Just and show the world my hurt, and then make him and his image live on and make him proud.
And there's so many people now that are with you, right? You're in the limelight now.
It's amazing.
Is it amazing? Like, does that bring more stress to you at the same time?
No. I don't care where I'm at. When people come up to me, before they ask for a picture, they ask for a hug. Last year, you know my mindset. I don't even think it's okay for me to tell people my mindset. But so when so many people walk up to me, they be like, "Can I have a hug first? And then can I get a picture?" I hug them and I feel it. I ain't felt no bad energy not once. And the love is real, man.
And so obviously we have this famed situation, right? We saw the beginning of you in Charleston and
Early.
Electric, right? Like it's bringing all the views. Everybody sees the two of you together on the 20v1 or the 20v2, and everything has happened. And now it looks like he's at least reached out. And I obviously know some of this personally because of the conversations I had. Is there a space in your heart where you can forgive him and just move forward?
I've been forgave him. I forgave him before he even done what he done. Because I want people to forgive me. So I can't not forgive him and then want people to forgive me. So when he started behaving the way he behaving, I just like, dang, I knew it. And I just didn't watch it because I couldn't let it provoke me. Even when the ones I ain't gonna lie, I watched a few on. I was like, man, this man a real clown. But I was just like, dang, he ain't have to do me like that. But, you know, he called me. He was like, man, he had to come. He didn't tell me it was you. He was like, he had a conversation with a friend, man. And he like, man, I just want to talk to you, you know what I mean? He was still in bed when he called me. It was early.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's dope. Again, I feel like all this shit, all these lights is what's causing new wars. You know, it's like people can't, you know, they let it get to them. They let whatever storyline get to them. They let this person get to them or that person get to them. And in reality, the two of you know, and he knows what it was like when it was just the two of you. And how those relationships went, you know. So I'm personally glad that at least there was a conversation and that, you know, there's the forgiving and there's an opportunity to move forward past all these things. And we're live, so it's okay. You know what I mean? Like this happens on the Dancer Project. We don't tell people that they can't do this. We don't even cut this out. So when they see the videos, people call. That's what happens. All right, it's real life.
Yeah.
But like, do you really genuinely feel like throughout all this, because seeing you get closer to God is dope. A lot of people are afraid to talk about God now, right? Like it almost seems like when somebody mentions God, shh, like, oh, you're hanging out with a pastor. You're talking about God. You're preaching about God. Has anybody told you, like tried to take you away from that? Say, you know, that you shouldn't go too far into that?
Oh, no, they can't. Because I had walked the path on my own. I have watched so many people change. So when I went through what I went through, I got to my very lowest. So I got so low, I didn't think you can get lower. And I prayed. I didn't ask for none of this stuff. No fame, no none of it. I didn't even see any of it happening. But I knew deep down inside my heart, God always told me, I got you. Because I felt it. I felt it rich. I used to tell my sister and them, like, I don't know where the money gonna come from, but I feel like I'm about to be rich. I got a post I made at the beginning of this year, January 2nd. I took both of my aunties to the movies and eat. And I posted on my story, like, before this year, I'm gonna be a millionaire. See, God is amazing.
Yeah.
And now it's the Maybach music.
Got a beautiful one out there.
It's super dope to see. You know what else is wild is, bro, These bitches love you, bro.
What?
God damn. I'm getting DMs from bitches that are like, could you link me up with Woody?
He's so cute.
You know, yeah. And I'm like, what is going on? Like, yo, this dude left the show.
Let me
and this
correct
shit
that.
was like a dating hotline.
Let
you
me
know what I'm
correct
saying?
that. It's not bitches, it's women.
Women, all right, yeah.
Like
yeah.
I knew what I was saying.
That's all me. That's
But
all me.
yeah. And you know, if you in church and you don't feel as in the preacher is talking directly to you, you ain't in the right place.
What do you feel like? What moment for you hit you the most inside of that church?
Ask me again.
What moment for you hit you the most inside of that church?
You know, my church is where my mama funeral was, my grandma, like. I really don't know. I really can't say because, man, I ain't gonna lie to you. I walk around strong, but I be so emotional. Like, man, I feel like if a big bottle drop on the ground, it's shattered. I feel like if I fall, I'm gonna share into so many pieces. Like, I try to remain strong. I try to be strong, but man, I find myself emotional so much. But I think it's my pastor. You feel me? Like, he never gave up on me. And I could call him right now, no matter when I call him. If I need something, anytime, no matter where I'm at, he stop what he doing and he stand by me through my foolishness and now. So it's like when I sit in that church, like you said, I feel like he be directed to me. I sit right there and I receive that message. And I tell myself, this is what my grandma want. I can feel it. This the path. I really don't. I just not giving up on God. People don't understand. They can say whatever they want. When I do smile, that's a real smile. Despite how I may be feeling deep down inside. You ask me a question. How's my mental? People don't ask me that. But you like the second person that asked me that. Someone else just asked me that like 2 weeks ago, like, how's your mental? And it made me so emotional, like, dang.
I actually called you on the phone like a couple weeks ago and said that to you. Yeah.
And you know what? You sure did.
Yeah.
You showed it. And he was like, and that's who I'm talking about, you.
It was you and you.
You just reminded me because I called you on the phone. I just wanted to check on you, see how you were doing and shit.
You and you.
I didn't know how to answer that question.
Yeah.
Because if I did, I didn't want to, you know, sometimes I probably get, I didn't want to just, you know, start crying. You feel me? Like,
Yeah.
I bought a very expensive truck, the highest purchase I ever did. And I sit there in that truck as I was leaving the dealership. I thought about my sister, baby dad, who I call my brother, and he liked the fast cars. And I just got real emotional and be like, wow, like, I don't know I get confused about embracing, this stuff now.
Yeah.
Because it's like how it all came about. It came about the wrong way. And people may look at my happiness and think that, I'm not thinking about other stuff. Other stuff bother me more than anything. I'm not smiling because of somebody else may be down. I'm smiling because I deserve to smile. And I ain't gonna let nobody stop that. So we don't like when people judge us or criticize us, but we quit to criticize and judge others.
Mm.
We gotta stop doing that. They took my Instagram, they took my TikTok because they're starting to see that I am leading the people in a way that they don't want people to be led in. I ain't scared of nobody. I think I done showed the world that. And you still got people want to play with me like, no, there's no fear in my heart. Like Martin Luther King died for it, Malcolm X died for it. I'm willing to die for it too. Because I'm tired of living this way. This ain't a life that I choose to live or I wanted to go through. This is an environment that I was forced in. And this is the only way that we have to survive it, I guess. So
Ain't that funny how it works though? God usually reaches through, and even when you go back to the Bible, reaches through the people that had the hard life. You know, the ones that the sinners, and they give us that message for us to deliver because we have that power. You know, and my grandmother, when I was young, what she wanted from me was to be a preacher. And every time I got punished, because she lived across the street from us, I'd go over there, and that's where I had to stay. And she had this like little jail room for me, right? Like even the little pan that I had to pee in, right? The little piss joint.
Oh, man. Real time out.
But I read the Bible to her all the time, and she had the little podium. I'd be up there and I'd preach, and that was her dream for me. And my mom, I actually got all the stuff in the other room, but like when we were cleaning out my grandmother's house, I took a lot of writings because she was writing to God every day.
That's
Like
grandma.
I'm telling you, like that thing right here that you have back there behind you was full of just writings. And then my mom called me and she's like, I just want to read you something. She was writing to God about you. And she said she wanted God to protect you so you could get your message out, because she feels that you were going to be somebody that was going to speak to the world, and that God had to protect you for a little bit longer because you were about to be in front of the world. When she passed, we were at Revolt World because we just signed that audio deal to be globally distributed. And I got the call when I got off that golf cart to go into Revolt World. So like we're just getting out. We're about to have the time of our life. It's a whole festival and it's right there. And they give me the call and I'm like, damn, I got to go in here after just getting this call. You know what I mean? I should have been over in Puerto Rico. So now I'm beating myself up about it. And that's what she wanted from me.
keep going.
Yeah.
Keep going.
And now I have the opportunity to speak to the world, and that is what I want to do. I do want to reach out to people. I do want people to reach out to me and see what I can do, because people know me as the podcaster. They know me as Danza. They don't know Miguel. You know what I mean? They don't know the sinner. They don't know my past, and I'm glad they don't. You know what I mean? But that doesn't. I know I'm powerful enough to reach through and have interviews and conversations like this. I don't even like calling them interviews, but having conversations like this with people that there's somebody out there. I don't care if there's not a million people view this video. If one viewed it, like you just said, if one viewed it,
that's it.
and just writes a comment saying, yo, this changed my life, that's enough for me. The money, I make my money elsewhere. I've said this a million times. I don't mind when them podcast checks come in, because they're pretty fucking good, right? That's the Maybach. You know what I mean? Like, but on that same note, it's like,
But your message is being received.
yeah,
When the interview that I did with you, you took a lot off my shoulders. Even sitting right here, I was just good. A minute ago, but now it's like I can't really express it, but it's just like I try to be careful what I say, because I really don't. I hate showing my emotions. That's how I was raising up, showing emotions for the weak.
Of course.
So when I get weak, I get aggressive. I get on that in that. I get in another mindset. So it's like sitting right here, like you called me the other day and you told me about Charleston.
Mm-hmm.
My respect for you went from here to top tier. I don't respect people because I be like, man, people are phony, bro. You feel me? Like,
Yeah,
I watch all these solid dudes and rich dude kick this. I'm that guy and I'm this and that. But when it's time to be that guy and do this and that,
Oh,
yeah, man, I got kids, I got bills, you know what I mean? So when you call me about the Charles White, like I said, I was like, man, you know, I'm good. Like, he ain't got no problem. He ain't got to worry about nothing to me, because if I react off of him talking, I'm being controlled by him, because one mistake could cost me my life. I could get mad, catch him in the line, do something to him. I go to jail, I got to suffer spending the rest of my life in jail. And if he was to, live He gonna be free and he gonna be the winner at the end of the day. Even if he in a wheelchair, he's still alive and he free. So people don't understand it. You feel me? He just talking. He ain't taking that from me. He ain't harm me. So them words. I called my baby mom. How you feel about me and Charles White getting back together? You know, she like, oh no. I was like, well, that's law. Because at the end of the day, I wouldn't never did that to you. You feel what I'm saying? I wouldn't never brought your kids and nothing like that. And I'm not saying this for nobody to shame him. You know, Charles White just got to deal with life how he deal with it. So this ain't no diss or anything towards him. It just me opening up instead of holding everything in or going through everything the way I've been going through it. I rather get it off my chest and off my mind because holding it in just gonna be worse. So, but my baby mama like, nah, you know, I ain't care about what he said, but I don't. Like, he went too far for y'all to be, and I said, you know what, I respect it. And I'm not gonna do it. Like, I ain't got nothing against him, but we can't do nothing together because I brought you around my child. And I love every breath that she take.
Yeah.
And how is your relationship like with your baby mother now?
Oh shit, just like it with your baby mama.
Speaking of.
Yeah. Oh man.
I just respect my baby mama though, because it's like, she know I'm full of shit, but she don't, you know.
And she know you though. She know you.
You know, we don't get along, but we don't. But if we had to call each other, you know what I mean? Like, I know that I could call her and be like, you know, I'm still alive. And she'd be like, okay. You feel what I'm saying? You know, it's not like other people, baby mama, like, she don't try to make my life harder. She just want me to just do for my child. And I respect her for that because I don't been stupid. Well, to the point she could be like my other baby mama peoples. Just miserable and just don't want me to see my child. So, yeah, man, you know, but everything though.
But you have been able to be with both of your children, right?
Right. Whenever the grandma ain't tripping. Yeah, so.
And that baby mother, the other one has passed.
Yes.
Yeah. And so that one probably, you probably want to reel her in a little bit more too, I'm imagining.
Can you say it again?
You probably want to reel her in a little bit more, I'm imagining, just to kind of stay close to her, right?
Well, you know, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Like, life may seem good, but I done been through so much where it's like, even when I get my kids, it's like, I turn to the other person. You feel me? So I got my kids with me. I just be like, I'd rather be prepared than unprepared. You feel me? So when I got my kids with me, I'm aggressive. Like, don't walk up on me. Don't, you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Keep your distance.
Yeah.
Tech mode.
Yeah, because it's not, I had a shootout with my kid. You feel me? Like, I never in my entire life would never forget that moment. So it's like, when I go out.
Okay, you said you had a shootout when you were holding her.
Right.
Yeah, because you said shootout with your kid. I'm like, wait, we got another kid? Because you said you're shooting out with your kid? What's going on now?
Now it's just like, just imagine, like, people shooting at you while you got your child.
Yeah.
Nobody can imagine it. So.
I can't even imagine somebody driving aggressively towards me when I got my child in the car.
Right. And it's like, yeah, man, I relived that moment. Because it's just like, shh.
The most touching part was when he talked about church and his mom and his grandma. Like, you could tell he still got so much hurt and pain bottled up. Like, I like that he shows his vulnerable side and that he not ashamed to cry or talk about his feelings. He's a good dude, man, but people be trying to find all the negative things about Woody, which I don't like personally, but hey, it is what it is. Woody, keep doing your thing, and I'm rooting for you. Y'all like, subscribe, comment, and hit that notification bell. Bye.